I'm Brian. A white paper is a very powerful marketing tool. I mean, it carries a lot more weight than a blog post or an email, and then there's a big personal benefit to you as far as your authority if you write one because it gives you authorship. But a white paper is a lot of work. And so before you launch into writing your own or paying someone to write one for you, you should decide, is it really appropriate for my business? I'm going to give you 3 scenarios where a white paper would be appropriate. Number 1, you have a very unique business. There's really nobody who does what you do like you do it. And you might be a manufacturer, you might have a service, but in some way it's quite unique. And you've been keeping statistics on how well your solution does compared to the competition. A white paper is a great way to present your findings that the way you do things are superior in a measurable way. Okay, number 2, maybe you don't have your own research, but you have access to other people's research. And so let's say that your business or service is somewhat unique, but there's published information on other people that are doing similar things, and you could use that to write a white paper. You basically just use their documentation to bolster your argument. Of course, if you're writing a white paper, it's going to be unique. There's just so many choices in writing that it's not going to be a copycat of someone else, but you can use their research to bolster your argument and help you write your own white paper. The third reason might be that you would want to go to all the trouble of having a white paper is if your product or service is pretty expensive for the business or the consumer who's going to be purchasing it. You may not even be very unique in your approach or in the product you use or in your methods. If businesses or consumers are spending a lot for your product or service, they need an authoritative information piece, a way to educate themselves so they can make a smart decision before spending all that money. There may be 6 other businesses who offer a similar product or service or technology that you do, but chances are they're not going to go to the trouble and expense of writing a white paper. So in this way, you've got an advantage in that there will be lots of information on the way you do things, and you can just structure that argument the way that's going to point to your business. That white paper comes from you, and you're the author. And so when there's a high dollar value to what you're selling, that's another reason to write a white paper regardless of if you have competitors who are selling a similar thing. If you need to write a white paper right away, I have a Kindle book called How to Write a White Paper in One Day, and I also now have a video course on Udemy where in a week of just having lunch with me, you can also learn how to write a white paper in one day. Thanks.